back to another video of Impossible Mowers. Today we're going to be getting Chuck all ready for the winter. If everything goes good, we should be able to get the muffler welded over this Thanksgiving week and see if it runs, maybe. It all depends on how it shakes out. But we got the Cub Cadet in here in the shed. So she's out of fuel, so she's decommissioned for the rest of the winter. I might make a video, I think I will actually this winter, of servicing the fuel tank and the fuel lines just to see what's going on there, because I do remember that it would surge and get bad fuel. And it would get bad fuel because, or wet fuel, with water in it, because there's a hole in the tank here somewhere. And I'm not quite sure where that is, so that would be a good video to make some point in the winter. Old Chuck here, it's been quite a while. We got to do an alignment. We got to get the transmission level because one side's slanted and the other side is straight, so we got to kind of even that out. If you guys don't remember, I'll leave a link in the video, but we did make, I think, like 2 or 3 videos on getting this V-twin in here. It was difficult, but we made it work. And all we got to do is slap the muffler on. And so we're going to put this pipe in the engine bay and then weld it to the box. And that'll be kind of a goal this week, maybe. Once again, if I do get the chance to do it, I will make a video and post it, but I really just got to see how this week shakes out. But yeah, no, it's been a while since I posted. I got sick, and then I had to work quite a lot, and at the school we're doing Christmas sales, so it's a lot, but I thought I'd make a video while I have some free time. So today what we're going to do is we are going to take, here we are, we're going to take this grease. This is standard, cheap, unleaded grease, white lithium. This is just standard grease. And what we're going to do is we're going to grease up the pulleys underneath Chuck, because a lot of times what happens when we're on romps, and it happened to me 3 times last year, when you're, traveling in the snow, water gets up under the body here, like this little pin right here. It gets all up under there, and even the drive pulley and the transmission pulley and the idler pulleys, and when it gets wet, it freezes overnight, and it makes the pulley really hard to spin. And it not only puts pressure, or it makes it harder for the motor to run the belt system, but it also makes it harder to drive. So I'm going to get my tools ready, and I'll be right back with you guys when we're under Chuck getting ready to take the pulley out. Alright guys, we're back. I got my impact here with a 15th socket, 15 millimeter. If I get the camera straight here, we're going to, where's that pulley? Right there, that's our guy. And if you've seen in our earlier videos, there is a 18th, good light, there is a 18 millimeter socket holding this thing together. I'll show you that in a second. Just zip this girl out. Piece of cake. Look at that. Nice. Oh. Walk around and get a socket. So basically, this is a pulley off of another ride mower, because these used to have metal pulleys. I meant plastic ones. And I swapped it out with a Troy built metal one. But the pulley was too short on the shaft. So if this is the shaft, it was about 1/4 inch too much. So what we did was I put this, I think it's an 18, right? Nope, 3/4, way off. This socket, 3/4 Craftsman socket, up under the bolt, and then we put the pulley underneath there, giving it just enough space so we can fit it in there. As you can see, it's pretty rusty. The center right there, that's what makes the pulley spin freely. You can see it spins, but as I'm spinning it, it's a little hard. So we're definitely going to grease that up. So just give me 1 second and I'll be right back. All right, we're all set up. Using my drill light to kind of gauge what's going on here. The battery on this thing runs out very quickly, so I kind of gotta be quick here. I don't know why the camera runs out of battery so fast. It's a DJI 7, so I don't know too much about these cameras, other than it brings out a lot of good stuff. Gotta kind of wiggle my hand in here. Hold that bolt straight. Come on, baby. Alright. That's why it's rusty in there. Maybe what we'll do is put the socket in first. We'll put the pulley in. Nope, that's not working. Darn. I need 2 hands for this, so what I'm going to do is try my best to do this properly. I gotta find the bolt in the engine bay where the steering system is, and then do my best to hold that bolt down. Huh. Maybe it's the other side. Strange. Why it's not going back on? Maybe I had it backwards. Sometimes that'll happen too. Tricky, tricky, tricky. It's going in, but I'm sorry if you can't see it, but my drill only puts the light on so far. I would use my phone, but it is currently charging, so. Alright, I'm going to stop the camera right here because I need to actually get up. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can keep recording. Let's see. I don't want to keep stopping and starting the video because then that kind of sucks. I have no idea where this bolt is. Nope. Found the bolt. Gotta really dig your hand in there and got it. Oh, good heavens. Man almighty. Couldn't do that twice if you asked me. Alright. Well, I'd call that very well lubricated. Alright. Now the trick is get the darn nut to stay in. Because what it likes, because we greased it up, it's going to be so easy to move around. Oh, good heavens. Oh. Whew. What a workout. All right. I'm going to zip that bad boy in there. Try to, at least. Couple ugga-duggas. When you tighten these guys in there, you want to make sure they're level with the belt keeper, which is right here. This little black shaft, it's the belt keeper. It makes it so that your belt doesn't slip. Press the clutch in, and you can actually kind of see the pulley is a little, this pulley right here is a little sideways. It's a little, just a little crooked. So what we might do is lightly unbolt it. Find that sweet spot, level it out, probably right there. Beautiful, nice and level. Whew, man, sometimes it's the small stuff that gets you, I'll tell you that. If you can actually, I think I can actually show you guys out here. Yeah, this transmission leaks oil right through here. Because when we posi locked it, we forgot to put the gasket back in all the way. So it leaks oil. It had BMW oil in here, and it's all leaked out. So what I'm going to do later this week is make another video on throwing some heat resistant and oil resistant RTV gasket sealer, Mopar gasket sealer too. Good stuff. And sealing that bad boy up so we're not leaving oil everywhere. But it doesn't seem to be dripping any. Probably because it's empty. So that's pretty much it, guys, for greasing those pulleys up. Now we're gonna do this one. Actually, I'll show you guys. This is a plastic pulley, so these are really easy to break in the winter because when you're depressing your clutch, your belt gets loose, making it so you can stop and use your brakes. But when you go to put pressure on it and you smack it too hard, it hits that metal bar and it makes it so that you have drive. You can drive on. But sometimes in the winter, if that plastic pulley gets too frozen, you could snap or completely break your pulley, which is why I try to switch over to metal. Metal is a lot more better, a lot more tougher, easier to grab too. I think this pulley, yeah, look at that. She's been burning out in there. I think I already greased this one. I'm not sure. Let me put the camera down. Here, good heavens. It's so, man, I'm gonna have a camera guy someday. It's so hard doing these videos with just one hand. But the stand helps a lot. So let's see here. Oh yeah, I did grease it. Look at that. Nice and quiet, it's not scratchy. See that little one. It's really the metal pulleys you want to grease up more than any of them. Because like I said, those plastic ones, they come with a grease fitting. Some of them do. I've seen the new ones have a grease fitting on them. And it makes it so that you can just slap a tube in there and get this stuff in there a lot easier. Yeah, so for a junkyard lawnmower from '98, frame is pretty mint. I haven't seen too many of these actually go rotten, although I've seen a couple of them snap in half, like that's how bad they got. But this frame is very well lubricated. When we had the single cylinder Kohler in here, it literally blew the guts out. The oil, it's on here, this is the oil drain plug. And on the other one, it was on the bottom of the motor. And I hit a rock, that drain plug came right out and just spilled its guts all over the pulley, the frame. You can actually see that the frame here is still shiny. It's still pretty lubricated with oil. So, for an LT1000 from '98, it's still pretty good. Other thing I wanted to show you guys is if you look right down this body here, you can see this tire, this is a straight tire. You can see this rear tire on the transmission is cambered, sitting like this. That's bad because we need to get a bolt in that tire, which means if I cruise, I somehow got her running, put her in gear and cruise on out of here, I'd probably only make it down to this little lip of the shed, and then she'd pop right off. Actually, let's see right here, there is no bolt on there, so we've got to get one on there. And level transmission. This old girl's all finished. Actually, not quite yet. I did everything on this. All I gotta do is grease up a couple things on the flywheel, and then get a new point and condenser so it's easier to start up. Because she ran for a little bit, but not making too much spark. But I mean, I got everything to work just fine. This is your brake, or not brake, Jesus. This thing has a transmission in it. So that's the transmission. And you gotta remember, this is from I think this is from 1980? 1980 or 1970, I can't remember. It's one of those 2 years. Back then, safety, no such thing as safety. In fact, I think the only thing that was close to safety was your throttle. Because what they had was a kill switch. You can see it says stop right there, right here. Once you got too slow of a throttle and you press stop, it would put the choke on, kill the motor. That was the closest thing to safety back then. That and the little guard here. But I mean, back then, a lot of these motors didn't have guards. They didn't have any safety features. So if you got your foot cut off, potato potato. That's just the way it was. But of course nowadays, even with Chuck, I think from the late 80s down, they started putting safety switches. And if you don't know what that looks like, I think I got one back here. Yep, right here. This is a safety switch. So basically when you put the button down, it kills the motor. And, oh man, I had it backwards. When you push the button down, the motor runs, and when you lift your button up, the motor shuts off. And that's supposed to be your seat switch here. So when it'll tell the lawnmower when you're off the seat, and to prevent it from running away or driving off, it'll kill the motor. Which, not too bad of a safety system. I think it was pretty good. But of course, knowing us, we hot glued that baby. That button is stuck on. It ain't going up. Same thing with the clutch. Actually, no, the clutch I still have connected because I don't want to wheelie randomly. We had that problem with her. I think I actually caught one of those in the video. But we like our lawnmowers running off, so. So that's a little Chuck. I'm also thinking of putting a boat fuse box in the dash. 24 volt. 12 volt, 24 stack, which 24 fuses. Boat box, fuse box, only because the boat ones are waterproof, winterproof, all seasonal. And I thought that'd be pretty cool. Maybe get that halogen wired up, and then these lights wired back up. And then next year, I promise you guys, I'm going to get a new hood, because this one's wrenched. We're definitely going to get a new hood for this thing. And then for the Cub Cadet, new carburetor, new fuse, probably it. The safety on this thing is terrible. This thing will not start if you don't have the right key. It is terrible. And it will run like trash if it doesn't have the right key. Because it's got this little safety thing, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, that was it for today, guys. Hopefully this week I can get a video of us welding the muffler. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And definitely I'm going to make a video on greasing up that transmission, putting some oil in it, and also leveling it, as well as gasketing around the transmission. And hopefully I can do all of that without the camera dying on me. So, anyways, that's it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends about this YouTube channel. Hopefully, like I said, more videos coming along the way. And, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, hope you stay safe, and I'll catch you guys next time.